What really happened behind Jungkook's crying that shocked many at the airport that night? Why did Taehyung leave without a word, as if to disappear in silence? Is this a sign that the relationship between these two friends and group mates is at a fragile point? A heartrending moment captured by the cameras of the fans and the media. Jungkook is seen standing with puffy eyes, trying to hide emotions that seem difficult to control. While in the distance, Taehyung took a quick step towards the international departure without turning his head, without waving his hands, without even giving a final smile. A cold farewell that invites thousands of question marks. The HYB staff chose silence. There is no official statement. There is no clarification. Only the sounds from the video footage and photos that are now viral show how real the emotions experienced by Jungkook were at that time. Some fans even mentioned that this was the first time they'd seen Jungkook cry like that in public, and it was because of Taehyung. Did I ask this just a temporary farewell due to the military schedule? Or is there something deeper, more personal, going on behind the scenes? A lot of ARMY speculates. Some mention tension. Others believe it's a form of emotional closeness they can't put into words. For sure, that night was a silent witness to a chapter that felt heavy for two figures who had been known to always be solid. Jungkook and Taehyung, two names that have never been separated in BTS story, suddenly showed an unusual moment of separation. And for the first time, fans were really made to ask, is this just temporary? Or an ending they never imagined? The atmosphere of the airport, which is usually filled with hubbub, instantly turned into an eerie silence when Jungkook stopped in his tracks. He looked down, his hands covering his face, while the camera's relentless glare captured those painful moments. Some fans who witnessed the incident firsthand claimed to feel a heavy and cold atmosphere, as if there was something unspoken between the two of them. "He didn't say anything, just passed away," said an airport staffer who did not want to be named. Jungkook looked like he was waiting for something, maybe a wave of the hand or a last look. But it didn't happen. Speculation has gone wild. Some say that before the departure, the two had a serious conversation in the waiting room. Some witnesses said their voices sounded low but tense. But no one can confirm what exactly is being talked about. Meanwhile, the Korean media began to highlight the strangeness of Taehyung's usually warm and caring attitude. Why did he choose to leave without interaction? Is it part of a personal strategy? Or just a sudden emotional decision? One of the sources close to BTS's environment mentioned that the two are indeed facing great pressure ahead of their enlistment schedules, solo promotions, and the group's unclear future. Sometimes a very deep closeness actually makes the separation more painful. Not because they're angry, but because they don't know what to say. But one thing still remains in the minds of fans. How can two people who have been so close be separated in silence? Several days had passed since the heartbreaking incident, but the mood of the ARMY around the world had not yet subsided. Many hoped that there would be clarification from HYB or a personal statement from one of them. But until now, silence has only reinforced curiosity and concern. Jungkook has not appeared in public since that moment. His social media accounts were quiet, with no uploads or even short Insta stories. No message, no explanation. All that remains is speculation and tearful footage that is constantly replayed by fans trying to figure out the meaning behind it. Some fans with keen eyes even noticed that the bracelet Jungkook used to wear, supposedly a gift from Taehyung, was no longer visible on his wrist. Meanwhile, Taehyung is known to have arrived at his destination. Some photos show her walking alone, wearing a dark hoodie and a low hat, as if she were trying to avoid the spotlight. His gaze was blank, expressionless, far different from the cheerful personality that had been known to the public. One of the biggest fanbase posts tweeted, "Tae looks so far away, like there was something he was hiding. Why isn't anyone talking? Why should it go like that?" Those emotional questions continue to hang in the air. Many began to associate this incident with the early days before BTS's hiatus, when each member began to live out their solo projects and their individual paths felt more real. Is this moment a real symbol that the period of togetherness is really approaching the end? However, amid this storm of emotions and uncertainty, fans remain hopeful. Jungkook and Taehyung's long history of friendship is not easily forgotten. They have shared laughter, tears, and dreams for more than a decade. Probably, this is not a farewell forever. Perhaps this is just a painful pause. Maybe, crying is the most sincere form of love, which cannot be expressed in words. One thing is for sure. The world is not ready to see them go their separate ways. And although there was no goodbye, the hearts of soldiers around the world whispered the same hope, that this would not be the end of their beloved story.